Welcome to the 2006 offseason. BreakPoint is proud to announce our first ever award ceremony. So now going forward in the offseason, we'll start with a couple of awards to the best player and the best coach of each season. So to start out with, we're going to give it to the most valuable player. And in honor of the first ever 9-rated player, Mike Flores from Valparaiso, we are calling the trophy the M. Flores Player of the Year Award. Mike Flores played for the Crusaders from 2001 to 2004 and was named the Valpo captain in his sophomore year. While on the team, Valpo had a questionable 10-9 record, but won 2 national championships. We are proud to name this award after such a remarkable player. Now, for the 2006 season, the M. Flores Award goes to L. Klein, the 9-rated senior from Kentucky. No surprise here, a stellar senior from the national championship team Kentucky, Klein has been the most dominant player on the Wildcats since their initial season. He was named captain for all 4 years and is the first 9-rated player in Kentucky history. Under his leadership, the Wildcats went 13-10-1 and brought home a national championship. Congrats to Kentucky and L. Klein. Our second award is for Coach of the Year. This award goes to the coach who made the biggest impact on the season. For 2006, this award goes to Indiana's Bruce Keaton. This season, Keaton took a 24-rated team and beat a 29 and 30-rated team. This, coupled with an unbelievable 10-game win streak at home, makes Keaton the perfect candidate for the first ever Coach of the Year award. So congratulations to Indiana and Bruce Keaton on the first Coach of the Year award. Next, we're going to move on to the coaching carousel. And if you've noticed, there's a little bit of a change on the 2006 offseason screen. You can see under available coaches, we've actually added a couple of assistant coaches. So these are coaches that are working right now at Indiana and Kentucky that are maybe viable options for head coaches. I just wanted to add these up to make it a little less scary for teams to ditch their current head coach and maybe pick up someone else. So what we'll do now is roll for their coaching ability, but not their recruitment number. D. Lowell, he is the Indiana assistant coach. And he'll hit a 5. So very good coaching ability for the Indiana assistant coach. So that might be somebody that they pick up. And F. Majors, he'll be a 2, so a little bit less likely. So hopefully this will spark a little bit more interest in switching head coaches. We'll find out how it all goes. Next, we'll get rid of the coaching contracts. So everybody's contract goes down by 1. And we see here that S. Bach and S. Mills contracts are both up. Both have a storied history with Michigan, which is kind of funny. So you can see here, Bach is 6 for 11 and has 0 on coaching. So not really a good thing, but he has been drafting pretty well. So let's see what they want to do. And another little change is I actually have written out what kind of role that is and what kind of agreement Michigan and Bach has. Here we go. And he hits the 6. So Michigan decides to offer Bach a 2-year deal, the only option he has. So Bach will stick around as a 0. All right, next we look at S. Mills, probably my favorite coach right now. They had the Tennessee going really sharp. He's a 2 and a 6, great recruiting. So Tennessee and Mills, they kind of agreed, all right, maybe we can have him stick around with a 6.54 and 3.21, he's fired. So let's see what happens with Mills. And it's a 1, so he is out. So Mills is fired. All right, there you have it. So now there's 3 available coaches, Lowell, Majors, and Mills, and then 2 open coaching spots. So let's take a look at who gets who. So D. Lowell is a 5 at coaching, and even if he has a low recruiting number, he's probably worth it. So I think both teams are going to take a stab at him, Tennessee and Oklahoma. Tennessee rolls a 6, looking good. And Oklahoma gets a 1. So it was obvious Lowell wanted to go to Tennessee. So let's roll for his recruiting number right now. So D. Lowell will be a 5, and his recruitment number will be a 4. So not bad. So a major upgrade. I think Tennessee got the right deal here. All right, next we go with Oklahoma. Oklahoma has the ability to go for F majors or S mills. It would be their choice. And in this case, I I kind of want to go for S mills here just because I like them. But I think the bright choice is let's roll the dice. Let's see what they can get. All right, it'll be Ike Wagner. And first, his coaching ability is a 1. And already S Mills is looking better. Maybe he can make up it on recruitment. Not going to be as good as a 6. I'm telling you what. Oh, and it's a 1-2. So Ian Wagner is now the coach of Oklahoma, and probably the worst coach we've seen. But who knows? Who knows what he'll be able to do? All right. So for the contract role, D. Lowell will hit a 5. So he'll have a 5-year contract. And then for Ike Wagner. And for Ike Wagner, he will roll a 5 as well. So 5 years. So Ike Wagner is with Oklahoma for the next 5 years. So look out, Oklahoma fans. It's going to be a long one. All right, on to the player and coach updates. As usual, we'll start with the available coaches. S. Mills will be first, newly unemployed, looking for his 3rd team. And he'll hit a 4, which means he gets a star because he's unemployed. F. Majors does not get a role because he is an assistant coach. So we go on to the hired coaches, and B. Keaton, 4, nothing. Butler with D. Wilson hits a 5. That increases his recruitment. So now he's a 5-5, looking good. Notre Dame, Knowles hits a 6. That'll put him at 6-4. Impressive. So here's Bach. Needs a 6. Gets a 1, which will make him a -1. So we have our first coach in negative numbers. He is hindering his team's performance by being on the field, and Michigan just signed him for 2 years. Yeah, Michigan. What a train wreck. All right. D. Fitz, no change there. D. Lowell, it's his first year. He won't get 1. Ian Wagner, Ike Wagner won't get 1. Bergerston hits a 1, so he'll go down to be a 2-5. And last but not least, P. Howard from Valpo. Hey, hits the 6, so he'll be 6-4. So now we have 3 coaches with 6s in their coaching ability. Next, we do the player updates. All right, and after the player updates, we have 6 seniors that are gone. So that means our recruiting is +2 in that. So that means there's 8 new recruits, and here they are. We do have 1 6, a couple of 5s, 3 2, and 3 1. So not the best recruiting, but still a pretty decent recruiting class overall. Let's see how they do. Butler gets the first one, followed by Kentucky, and Kentucky gets 2 of the F1s. Butler getting an F2, Valpo with the F3. Notre Dame hitting the F5, another F5, and Valpo with the big F6. And there you have it. There is your recruiting. So Valpo and Notre Dame. Notre Dame's 2nd year in a row. Valpo landing an F6. That's the 2nd F6 in their history. So let's get out and get these places where they go. So Valpo with the F6, of course, going to take it. They'll drop that junior 4. Next, we have Notre Dame with an F5. They have an open spot. They'll take it. Continue to reload. Notre Dame with another F5. And they will not take this F5. They will pass. So it falls to Valpo. Valpo looking at an F5. They will take it over their P5. So Valpo taking an 11-point recruiting class so far. And look at that, an F3. No, I don't think they need an F3. They're going to pass that on to Butler. Butler does need an F3. They will take it. Butler with an F2. They do need an F2. They can kick out that sophomore F1. So there we go. So good recruiting by Butler. D. Wilson having a good year. Next, Kentucky with an F1. They have an open spot. We're probably expecting something better than that, but that's how these chips fall. Kentucky with another F1. They are not going to be interested in that. So that F1 is going to fall to the next team, which is Indiana. Indiana, another poor year. They don't need an F1. They won't take it. So it'll go to the team with the highest rated value over the last 3 years, and that'll be between Michigan and Purdue. And so it'll actually fall to Michigan. So Michigan will get that F1. Next, another F1 goes to Butler. Butler does not need the F1. Next, it'll fall to Purdue, and Purdue does need the F1, and they actually need another one, so they'll have to walk on with the F0. So there you have it. That is the recruitment phase. So now let's go on to the new team. All right, Oklahoma getting their first players, and the first one's an F6. Very nice. F4, very nice as well. A P1, not so nice, and an F4. So a young class, looking sharp. So Wagner has something to work with. All right, next we're going to do the team update. So we're going to add up all these new numbers. And there we have it. Indiana with a big 4+. Butler went down a bit. Notre Dame went up a little. So Notre Dame is really at that 32. They're going to be leading the pack. Tennessee +7. Pretty exciting there. Coming out with D. Lowell having a new team. And then finally Valparaiso with that 30. So interesting how it's all going to play out. Notre Dame, Indiana, Valpo, all right there. All the old bloods. So thank you for watching. Sorry this one's a little bit longer than usual. And please check out the 2007 season.